What's up everyone, this is Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we're going to be opening up a few different Matchbox and Hot Wheels multi-packs. Starting with the 5-pack in the center, the classic Matchbox 5-pack, the Farm Rigs 5-pack. So I found all three of these at the same Target all at once earlier this week, and this one I was really excited to find. I had not seen it before, and it has the really cool matching ink construction truck, which Matchbox have released a bunch of before, so I thought it was going to be cool to have one of those that match. And then the rest of the farm vehicles go along perfectly with the Action Drivers farm set, so I was really pumped to find this. Very excited to open that one and take a closer look. Then I had not seen this one before either. This is a full construction 8-pack. Now, this could be a re-release. I don't know. This is not like, again, I don't look through these a lot because I usually find the vehicles, like a lot of the main lines in them by themselves. But I had not seen this one before, but I really liked it because it had all matching construction vehicles. And if you buy construction vehicles or any type of fleet vehicles, you'll know that getting them to match and then all of them having the same paint job like the ink trucks or these orange ones is kind of hard to do because you have to buy this one in a main line, you can get this one in a 5-pack, you can buy this one in main line, and they're released every once in a while. They're not released all at the same time. So to be able to get a whole fleet that matches, except for this oddball tanker truck down here at the bottom, I thought that was really cool, and it comes with an exclusive that matches also. So that one should be fun to open. And then also we have a 2024 Hot Wheels 8-pack. So a few cars in this sold me. First off, the Cyclone and the yellow RT10 Viper, I had to have those. I know this is going to be a mainline. I don't know if this is a multi-pack exclusive or not. I want to say it's not, but I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But also it has the exclusive Skyline up there in the top in gold, and that is the newer casting. The stock version without the oil cooler on the front, that was released, I think, earlier this year or late last year in the Fast and the Furious Silver line. So we've unboxed that before. Really nice casting, so that was a bonus to get that in gold. And of course, the Civic, the Porsche, and the new Tony, I'm probably going to butcher her last name, Bredinger, I think is how you say it. Her Toyota or her GR86 Cup car in a Hot Wheels racing livery. That's really nice. So I had found, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 castings that I didn't have before, or at least releases. So it was worth the extra cost. So the 5-packs are still like the $5 to $6 range. They haven't really moved a lot since like 2021. These are right around $10, so you are paying just a touch of a markup. It's probably like the same percentage of a markup as the 5-packs, but because it's a little bit more, it's double the price, it's $10. It's just that markup is a little bit more. So these were like $10 to $11, I think, after taxes. Which, honestly, I didn't think that was that bad because Hot Wheels now are like $1.25. So when you add all these up, plus the exclusive, it's not terrible. I, of course, wish they were cheaper, but it's still not terrible for the product we're getting. So let's go ahead and open the Farm Rigs one up first because that's the one I'm really looking forward to. So like I said before, this is a truck. If you've collected Matchbox construction vehicles or even some of the working rigs, like they've had that ink construction like livery or like design for quite a while. I don't know how many cars they've released in it, but it's quite a few. So this is a cool one to get, and they might have released it before, but this is one I don't have in my collection in this exact paint job, so I'm pumped to get it. So we'll go here from the top, and let me see, make sure I call them the right thing. So first off, we have the Matchbox skid steer, the little, like, I always call them like Bobcats, but that's like Kleenex or, like a generalized brand of a name brand. But this one's pretty cool. It's got the orange bucket. It's got like a, to me, it almost looks like orange lightning. It's got those nice, like, construction, the warning dashes or whatever they're called on the back. It's got gridded windows to make it look like it has like netting or the metal like mesh against it so you can't bash it. Really nice casting. It is. The metal chassis, this is metal as well. So a lot of this is metal. This is probably one of the, even though it's like a compact casting, it does have a lot of metal in it, and it has a moving part because you can move the bucket. So a really nice casting, even though we've talked about this before, it is not scaled anywhere near what it should be because Matchbox and Hot Wheels has to scale to a package, not to an exact scale. So here you have a skid steer that's half the size of a dump truck, which wouldn't be that in real life. Like in real life, this would be much, much smaller, but it's cool that you can play with these together. So it's not a bad release of this. I really like the color. I think this actually looks like a hot rodded version, especially with the orange wheels. So that is a cool one. I like that one. So Next up, we have the Matchbox Dirt Destroyer. So I think this is their pulling tractor, right? I don't know. I thought it was because it has that big engine out back, and it has double tires, or like the faux double tires. So the inside, it has like what look like to be dual tires, but they're actually part of the chassis. It would have been much cooler if they added dual tires, but as a mainline, we know we're probably not going to get that stuff anymore for the $1-ish price range. But this is a pretty hardcore looking casting. Huge fenders over the front. A lot of nice like plastic detailing on the engine back here and on the sides, like the little detail. Trevino Farms. And it has a little, I don't know what that is, like just like a logo on it. A couple different color tampos though. Really, really nice color on this. It almost looks like the same as the Porsche Panamera Turismo moving parts car. Like it's very similar to that. Almost like a deep candy apple red. Really, really nice color on that. So I'm pumped to have that one on the farm. That's a cool looking tractor. Very hot rod looking. All right, next up, does that have a tow hitch on it? It does, so you can actually pull this, right? Oh, yes, look at that. I love when stuff like that goes together. So this is, let me see what this is just a MBX, the Matchbox farm trailer. So this is a really nice casting. This is probably the best trailer you can get for the $1 price range. So to get anything comparable to this, you have to step up to Greenlight, and that's the $7 price range, although it is a lot more realistic. This one is more durable, probably more useful in scale because you can connect it to a lot of stuff where the Greenlight ones, I don't know, they're really not meant to play with. They're more for display. But this one you can play with. So this came out back in 2011, metal chassis. This whole thing is plastic. The gates up here plastic. And I thought, does this dump? Yes, it does. So you get another moving part, which is absolutely awesome. So we're getting two castings that are in the $1 price range with moving parts. Absolutely love that. That is so cool. And I love that it connects to this too. So basically anything with a trailer hitch that isn't like jacked up, you can connect this to. Whoop, look at that. Really good looking. Man, that's awesome. That's worth the $5 right there, in my opinion. That is killer. All right, so next up, we have the Monarch EV tractor. So I don't think I've ever seen one of these in real life. I don't know if I've ever seen an electric tractor in real life. We live kind of in rural Ohio, so we see a lot of tractors driving down the road all the time in traffic. Huge combines and just plows. And I mean, there's just a ton of farm equipment, but I have never seen one of these. I don't know if these are sold in the United States, but this is a cool little tractor if you have any type of farm diorama, especially if you're doing like a modern one, because this is a very cheap way to get an EV tractor, because I don't know many other castings of EV tractors that exist in this scale. But this one also came out, I believe, in the same exact paint job in the mainline last year or this year, because I know I have it. It looks very, very familiar. But it's a cool casting. There's a lot of metal on this one too. All that is metal. It says Monarch, and I can't read the rest because it's so small, but they didn't do a bad job with it. The tampos actually look good. There's a little spot in front. You can see there's a little butterfly in it. Probably it's the Monarch logo that's supposed to look like a butterfly, I assume, after the Monarch butterfly. I really like the Matchbox, the old vintage Matchbox text on the wheels. I think that's a super nice touch. So even though I'm not huge into EV stuff, I think this is a good looking tractor, and it's something cool to add to your action driver farm, or another, even if you have like an Erdl or another type of farm playset, this is a cool modern tractor to add. Really, this whole playset is, or not playset, 5-pack. So lastly, we have the Ink Construction dump truck, the one we've been waiting for. So if you collect this line, you'll know that Hot Wheels, that Matchbox has released this several times in a ton of different vehicles. I know I've unboxed a few of them. They have, I think they even had the little skid steer in it too. They just have a lot of castings in this, which I enjoy and I like, because I like that they continue the same type of paint job, so you can have a whole fleet of them just like this, over years if you want to collect them slowly too. But to me, this actually looks like a Caterpillar or even a Volvo front end on that, just how the stairs are going up there. I assume this is supposed to be a take on like the big Caterpillar dump truck, the one we actually did a Hot Wheel unboxing of, a blue carded one back in the day, because it looks very similar to that. But I love this. Is a nice casting. So all this right here is metal. There's even some detail like below the moving part on the actual metal, which is cool. So the chassis is plastic. And something interesting about this one. So on the chassis, it says dump truck, but here on the box, it says dirt hauler. So it has two different names in the same packaging, which is kind of odd. So as a release, it looks great though. I love this blue color. I think this is very eye-grabbing. I like the bed. It says Matchbox on it. Moving part, 3 moving parts vehicles, just absolutely insane for $5. At least in this day and age. It used to not be, but it is now. So this one also has a little hitch that you can put the little farm tractor or the farm trailer on. It doesn't really look right because it's not scaled right and it just doesn't match. It looks much better on the tractor, but that's cool because there's a lot of other stuff that you can hook to that. And I just appreciate that Matchbox includes the tow hook anyway. So really solid 5-pack, especially if you're into industrial construction farm. That is one not to pass up. Just really, this is the winner for me. I love this trailer. These two look great together. So I'm just trying to scoot this out of the way so I don't kind of move things around here. Let's see. All right, so let's look at this construction 8-pack. So this one I think is just like the Matchbox construction one. Let's see. I think that's the same one we've opened in, I think that's the matching action drivers. Last one from the construction. Let me grab it real quick and see, because I can't remember. So now I can't remember. I have like my action driver sound set up because I'm trying to do videos on them. But this truck was in there, which is the same one I believe is here. We'll have to check the unit number on it, but it looks to be the same one. So it's been at least released before, whether it was in a 5-pack or an action drivers, I'm not sure. But we know that it's been released before. So has probably a lot of these. So, oh, let's go ahead. They have the names down the side. I probably should have opened the other side. Oh, look at that. It says all the like Matchbox, and then on this side, the Chevy. It's like they almost forgot it. And this are these normally taped? I don't remember. It's been so long since I bought one of these and actually opened it. I didn't realize they were taped, which it's probably a smart move on behalf of Matchbox and Hot Wheels, because people will tape the exclusives out if you don't tape them, because people are idiots and like to do that. Even with the 5-packs they do that. So cool. All right, so we'll kind of face this over here. So this one I believe is the exclusive is the ground grabber, I believe is what they're trying. I'm trying to like go in order here. I think that is, but this is according to the box is the exclusive. So this is a triple moving part, or at least double moving part. So the whole cab goes around, which is awesome, and then you have the movable arm too, so you get 2 moving parts. But this has a lot of detail on it. The upper part is metal, lots and lots of detail. The bucket is cool, and then when you like kind of turn it around, you can see some of the chassis detail too. Like that almost looks like, what is that? Some suspension, gas tanks maybe, and then it's got a little scooper up front. Like that is a nice casting. Ground grabber. Yeah, that's really cool. So you can kind of drive it back here, scoop and drive at the same time, which is cool because then you can put it in the bed of the ink construction truck if you want it, even though it doesn't match. But that's a cool one. I like that. Again, anytime you get a single moving part, it's a success. Anytime you get a double moving parts vehicle, you know you're getting your money's worth. So that's really cool. Next up, this is the Road Stripe King. So I remember doing an unboxing of this when this first came out. This is a really nice casting, and it is one of the like tool castings. So what you can do is you can put a crayon or a pencil or something down in there. It's really made for a crayon. So you just kind of stick it down in there, and then this, oh my bad, this little peg right here kind of squishes against the wax, and then you drive it and it makes lines on the road. It's such a cool casting. I really like this, and it's a real life truck that they put function to. So here are like the line sprayers. So this is a truck in real life that would spray lines along the side of the road as it drove along. But then because Matchbox put some little ingenuity to it, you can put that tool or that crayon or whatever down in there, drive it around and make your own road stripes, which is why it's called the Road Stripe King. Just an excellent casting. I try to buy these anytime there's like a utility like this, carbonator, the little money clip one. I like cars that do stuff. I think that's a fun little extra to them, so I try to buy this. So this is cool that it matches, and it's a nice looking casting. Even though it has that utility to it, you can't really tell. It makes a great, great diorama background stuff and like all the tanks and stuff of paint or whatever else. It looks like there's a computer screen back there to like program it. Really nice casting. If you don't have this casting, you've never done that, definitely buy one of these and do it because it's so much fun. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this one over to the side so I don't forget. Okay, this is the road roller. I think I have one of these too in the same type of paint job, but again, construction vehicles, moving parts, always a plus. So we have this like road roller that you can like flatten stuff with. This or I would say this is more of a utility than the road scraper that they seem to release a lot of in the working rigs line. That one I can't really do much with. I like this one because if you play with whether it's like kinetic sand, put flour down on a table, actual dirt outside, this one will actually roll it if you put some like weight on it. So this is a cool casting. Again, road roller, it matches. So let's see, are these all numbered? So this one is unit 6. Does this have a unit? That says unit 25. This one says unit 3. So it looks like they are all kind of individually numbered as part of like the construction unit, which is kind of cool. So this one has a lot of metal. As you can see, all this gloss yellow up here is metal. The plastic chassis with the plastic roller, but this is a cool one. Can do a lot of stuff with these. Like these have utility. You can play with them and they look pretty good as well. So all right, I think this is the Dirt Smasher. I like that they have the name on them because a lot of them don't have it on the actual chassis. This one does though, which is kind of cool. So this one has to me, it would be like a log or a tree grabber up front as a moving part. And I think that's the only moving part on this one, right? Yeah. So that's the moving part. But again, moving part, anytime we get a moving part, it's a plus. So that's a cool one. Again, a lot of plastic detail on this. This one has less metal. Again, the orange is the metal. But a really fun casting. You can carry around toothpicks or whatever else. Cool casting. Okay, next up, let's see. This one definitely has a moving part. I think we've opened this one too. This is the regular backhoe. I think I know this came in the 5-pack. It might have came in the 5-pack with this one. I've unboxed so many of these, I can't remember. But this one also has a unit number on it too, which I like. So I wish this moved back here. This is static. I think that would have been a really nice plus. But as you can tell, it's nicely detailed. So at least because it doesn't move, it's nicely detailed. But we do get that bucket up front here that has a single motion. It doesn't tilt or do anything this way, but it does move up and down, which is pretty fun. So another good one. Here we have, let's see, what is this? The drill digger? Yeah, drill digger. This is Unit 11, Matchbox Construction. This one does turn, right? Yeah. So this has another double moving part. This moves up and down. I don't know if it moves a lot, but it definitely moves up and down, so you can actually like drive it and then drill into it. And then you can kind of twist this up here and then turn the corkscrew. Another cool one. This one doesn't have a lot of function because the drill doesn't go like far down into the ground. I wish you could like drill it up and down, which I don't think you can, right? Yeah, it just turns. But it's a cool casting in general. It's nice to have it in your Action Drivers construction set or whatever construction set you have because it does have that extra utility to it. So another cool one. Again, and then we have this Silverado, which does appear to be the exact same one. Oh, it's a little hard to get out. So let's take a look at this. Same tires, same color, same unit number. Yeah, this is the exact same truck. So I'm sure we've gotten other one of like probably all of these before. Yeah, it looks like all the same Tampa. So let's look at the build date. So the other one I got has an S44, which I believe is this year. So it was built in the 44th week, or maybe it was last year. It was built in the 44th week of whatever year it is. And then this one does not have a date code on it, right? Yeah, I don't even see it. But check that out. It actually says 1/64th. How cool is that? The scale is on this. So that is an exact 1/64th version of the Chevy Silverado. Very cool, even if it doesn't have a build date on it, which I still think is odd when the other one does. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Think we got a prototype? No, they probably just missed it. So very cool though. I like having, now I got 2 of them. So again, fleet vehicles, I will never turn down. Fleet cars. And then lastly, we have the tanker truck. I think was this the same one in the 5-pack that we opened not too long ago? It might be, because I feel like I've seen this one before too. So all these are probably repeats in some way or another, but it's cool to get them all at once, like I was saying. But this is the odd one out. I don't know why they wouldn't have painted this orange unless it was a repeat that they had somewhere else and they're just using it as filler in this pack. But it's a cool casting. I don't think it moves, does it? I don't remember. I don't think it does. Let's see. It might. No, I don't think it's supposed to. Nope, it's riveted here in the back because that's that silver color. It's a cool casting. I just wish it matched. It's got a lot of detail on it. Yeah, so even though it's cool, it's kind of a bummer that it doesn't match. You could just have that one oddball. So, man, boo. Okay, so I'll keep that one back there. Let's get to the Hot Wheels 5-pack. So this one should be fun too. Like I said, it's been so long since I've opened one of these. Did I say 5-pack or I meant 8-pack? It's late again. I film these usually late at night, so I'm always already tired from the day. But I got to get through these because I love doing these unboxings. So, all right, let's look at this exclusive first. So this is the Skyline. Let's actually see what it's called. 1971 Skyline HT 2000 GTR. So this is technically the exclusive. Like I said, this is the stock version without the oil cooler, the race car, the one that was released back in like 2009 or 10. Man, this has got some nice detailing on it. So there is no headlight tampos, but it does have side tampos. I assume that says Hot Wheels or either Nissan or something in Japanese underneath the 24, and then it does have painted taillights and a nice old school GTR logo on it. Pretty cool. I like that this is an exclusive color. I think it looks good in this color. Nothing too crazy. Pretty simple casting, mainline level, but it looks good in the colors, and I think the tampos are pretty clean too. So success over there, and it rolls nicely. The Cyclone. This is so cool. That very rad era paint job. I love this casting. I like these trucks in real life. I really would like to get a Typhoon, but they're so expensive for a 90s car. But there you can see the GM. It's got really nice body shape to it. It's got those really awesome like zebra graphics. The taillights are not like, that's really looking junky. Well, not super hot, but mainline level. This is just a mainline. So this is $1.25. I can't expect perfection like I would from an RLC car, but I do wish they were a little better. But man, that looks cool. GMC truck with the white wheels. This thing is awesome. Really, really like that. After we do the unboxing, let me know which one of the favorite, like which one from each pack was your favorite too. So this is the Civic. Does it actually say Honda Civic Custom? So the hatchback Civic drag car. Does it still have this did have big wheels on the front and small wheels on the back at one point, I believe. But I think they've changed that. But this is a great looking casting. It is like a drag car style. It's got those big fenders. It's got what I think is the intake or either a turbo or something coming out of the hood. It's got the rivets around the glass. Really nice casting. Like we waited a long time for a lot of these 90s to 2000 era Civics to come out. I wish they would do the Civics from the Fast and the Furious. That I'm still waiting for, because it's the front of this. It's this version, but just the two-door, not the, it's just the coupe, not the hatchback. But this is a cool casting. Retro slotted wheels, which I think looks good on it. And it almost looks like retro slotted wheels in the front and then the smaller ones in the back. So I guess they are different wheels, or just not different widths really. But this almost looks like a Target red to me. Like it just has that vibe because of the black and red. It's cool casting. All right, I think this is the 32 Ford. Whoop, I think this is the original casting, right? So this is the one that came out in 1998 first editions, and then they redid it in 2016. I think they redid it, the Scoop. I don't think the Scoop was always there, so I think they retooled it a little bit and did a couple other things with it. But if you're into old classic hot rods, this is a pretty nice casting. I like that it has purple windows, kind of matches like a lot of hot rods in that era had different color windows, and some of the gassers, really nice purple steel wheels. I'm not a huge fan of this, like, it's almost like metallic buttercream. Not a huge fan of that with the purple stripes, but I think just the casting in general with like the dark colored chrome and the purple wheels looks pretty good. So let me know what you think of that one in the comments. Next up, this is one of the best castings Hot Wheels has. This is such a good It's so well done. The dimensions, the shape, they've improved this so much over the original 1992 RT10 casting that they had in like 92 or 93. This thing looks so good. I bought a ton of them in red when I found them, and now it's coming out in yellow, and it looks just as good. So really nice headlight tampos. It's got the Viper logo on the hood, which looks excellent. It says Viper RT10. Like, look at the crispness of those graphics. Like, they're not even that crisp on a lot of premiums. These pad printed tampos are absolutely where it's at. Just a great looking car. So if you don't have one of this casting and you're a Viper fan, definitely hunt one of this down, especially the red one. Loved the red one from last year. Just perfect with these new 3-spoke wheels. It just looks, perfection. I love that car in yellow. I hope to find some more of those because it'd be cool to have one. I want to display one and then like play with one too. So next up, we have the Porsche. I always butcher the names of these, so I'm just reading them off the bottom. The 71 Porsche 911. This one, I don't know if this is I think you can get this in a mainline, like in an individual package. I don't know, though. I want to say you can. It's so hard remembering, like looking through cars, remembering what you've bought, seeing sneaks online, going to the store, looking through cars. It's just really hard to just like keep track of all of it. Props to you if you can keep track of it all, but I have a really hard time trying to keep track of all these. But this casting looks great in black. I love this gold. I love the number bubbles, the gumballs on the side. And one thing I didn't notice is that the door itself is flat black on both sides. So that's a really nice touch that they did that. I love those retro slotted wheels with the gold lips. Just really clean casting. And look how sharp that Hot Wheels logo is on the side. Man, they really, to me, still, even though Hot Wheels has so many different lines, the classic main line for $1.25 is still some of the best bang for your buck that you can get out of any die-cast ever. Like, to pay $1.25 for this little mini masterpiece is just, I will buy these all day. So, all right, the Lamborghini, I'm going to butcher this. Lamborghini Centenario Roadster, I think is how you say this. So not a fan of this car in this casting. I just don't really like the shape. I think it's cool in this color though, because Lamborghinis are known for their loud colors. This is like a baby blue, almost like a Liberty Walk blue. And there it says Lamborghini on the back. That one's not the best, but it's literally like tampoed on like the smallest area. So I'll give them a little pass on that one. Nice headlights. They do a really good job on the mainline headlights. I think some of the mainline headlights look better than some of the premiums and stuff. But if you're a fan of this casting, it does look good in this color, and I like the gray wheels too. I'm just not a huge fan of this release. Good color though. And lastly, we have the, what is it? I'm gonna mess up her name. So it's right there on the side. Tony Bredinger. I don't know. I'm sorry. Tony's Toyota. So this is the GR86 Cup car. So this, I think, is new this year, right? I think this is a new casting. It's definitely new in this livery. Beautiful blue Hot Wheels livery with the Hot Wheels logo. You can see the GR Toyota Gazoo Racing right on it with the 70. It's got a white interior, which is really cool, actually, because you can see all the detail even under the smoked tinted window. I really like that. So the tampos on this one are a little bit rougher, but again, this is a $1 casting. The Hot Wheels logo looks great. Hot Wheels logo on the hood is really, really nice. So it's also got the Toyota logo. It's got really nice headlights. It has decently well done hood pins as well. So it also looks like it's yelling at you. So I don't know why it's so, why are you yelling? Oh my gosh. But this is a really nice casting. This would be a good one to do some customizing too, because especially because you can see a lot of the interior, to put some lines on the seats or color in the seat belts or something, or a wheel swap, even though I think the wheels look really good on it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. What modifications would you do to this? Would you paint the interior, do a wheel swap, or do you like it as it is? It looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It looks good in this color. So, cool. Well, how many did we just do? 8, 16 plus 5. What is it? 21 cars. We did over 20 cars. Construction, farm, a little bit of everything on the Hot Wheels side. I haven't done a actual Hot Wheels unboxing like that in a while, and I have so many more Hot Wheels to do. So if you want more, definitely let me know in the comments. So let me know what was your favorite out of the farm pack, out of the construction pack, and then out of the Hot Wheels 8-pack as well. Out of the Hot Wheels pack, it would be really tough for me to pick favorites between the Cyclone and the RT10. These are both excellent releases, both very 90s rad era, just so good. I think as a casting and a release in general, I prefer the Viper, but if I'm going to pick, like, if you had to pick, like, between these two, I think this release of the Cyclone is just done very well. So I would probably lean towards that, but man, it's such a hard choice. Let me know which one you would pick, which one you prefer. That Viper is so good though. I don't know. It's so tough. Let me know in the comments what you think. I really appreciate you watching. This is Sam, 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I have so many more unboxings and more stuff to come. Also, let me know in the comments if you found any of these at your store. If you buy the 8-packs, we can definitely do more 8-packs if you guys like those, because I'll kind of start checking them out a little bit more for some of the cars, especially since I didn't, like, you know, I couldn't find this, the Viper, the Cyclone, so it's an added bonus to get all those. So I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.